What's going on, guys? I figure I'd get on here today, and a couple of things I want to go over. One, I'm just going to hit just real quick on the rates. Some of y'all have seen the at least with Indiana Transport, but guys, I have no idea what they're thinking. But I just want to hit on that real quick, and then go over some little changes that I don't know, I'm sort of thinking about making. I haven't really decided yet. I'm gonna try it. I used to do it, and it brings a lot of peace to me, and I love doing it. And that's woodworking. I used to do pretty good at it. Selling things local, things like that, picnic tables. One thing I was real big on was my like the rustic burnt wooden flags. That was something I was real good at. And routed signs, things like that. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm in my basically my shop now. So most of y'all have seen where I was taking the disconnecting the power from my old shop and basically moved everything over here closer to the house. And basically y'all have seen the shed in like in front of that semi truck trailer. So that's what I'm in right now. I've got the power hooked up. I'm in the process of rewiring everything, and I'll show you here in just a minute what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and all that stuff. But basically this shed right here was my dad's. Most of y'all know he passed a couple years ago, and I got this shed and I moved it out here with the intentions of trying to turn it into my woodworking shop. And I've done a lot of research on basically woodworking out of a small shop and things like that. Guys, this, to be honest with you, this is about the same size as what I was working with over there at my old shop. It's a little bit smaller, but not much. But I'll turn y'all around here in just a minute and show you. But I want to hit on the rates real quick. They apparently, and I don't know what's going on with the loads. I don't know if loads are dying down or what, or I don't know if they're just holding off on putting some of the newer loads on here, trying to get some of this older stuff out. But guys, there hadn't been hardly no Mississippi's, pretty much hardly no Floridas, and that's pretty much unheard of. Texas is running short, all this stuff. So I don't know if it's, like I said, some of the stuff's drying up, or if they're just holding off on putting some of the new stuff out to get rid of the older stuff. But the rates, for the most part, the bigger ones, rates pretty much the same. But for some reason, they decided to throw on here some of these smaller campers, like a little 17-foot Coleman's, some stuff that should be multi-haul trailers. And I guess they have a shortage of multi-haul drivers. I don't know, but but they're trying to get them out, so they put them on single hauls. And I don't know. I don't know how them people think up there. It's not business minded, I can tell you that. It may be business minded for them. It's definitely business minded for them. But I don't know. But anyway, so these little 17 foots, they're putting on the board for $1.25 a mile. Guys, and this is for those of you who are pulling. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, if you're pulling these campers for $1.25 a mile, you are a complete idiot. You are gonna go broke. That's just all I can say. You are a complete idiot. If you don't like it, I don't give a shit. So that's just the honest to God truth. I'm sorry, I'm the language, but I mean it's the truth. Do not make these companies richer. I mean, we already pull this crap for I mean, low enough as it is, and making them rich while we go broke. And then they want to do some crap like this. Do not pull those campers for $1.25 a mile. And the biggest part is I mean, they got ones going out to California paying that. That's crazy. Guys, like I've always said, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it in here or not. I'm sure I have, but I mean, like I tell everybody, guys, I can go broke sitting at home. I mean, that low of money, I can actually make money sitting at home. Time you pay for fuel, time you pay for maintenance, time you pay for insurance, wear and tear on your truck, God forbid a breakdown like I just had. Guys, that load paid $1.63 a mile, and I lost money on that load. I lost money on that load, probably a couple more, from the repairs that I'm gonna have to do. Don't do it. You can go broke sitting at home. Go find something else to do, like I'm fixing to try to do. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that I'm gonna just 100% get out of RV transport and possibly the lease and stuff like that. No, I'm not doing that yet. I mean, my truck's still down. But I can tell you, with these rates right here, I ain't getting in no hurry to fix it. I don't know. So that's the reason I sort of been thinking about getting back in, doing some of my woodworking, see how that does. Because guys, whenever I was doing it, and pretty much up until COVID hit, I mean, I was doing good. But whenever COVID hit, of course, people were staying around home, so they was doing more things themselves, probably building things themselves, and then plus the price of lumber. Guys, price of lumber just went up so high. I couldn't do it. A 6-foot picnic table. Usually the way I did is whatever the cost of the material, I doubled it, and that's what I sold it for. So a 6-foot picnic table in lumber and everything would cost me around $60. And then, so I would double that, and I would sell a 6-foot picnic table for $120. That's basically including my time of building it. And to be honest with you guys, that $60 for material, that's just material. That's not counting electricity. That's not counting sandpaper. That's not counting screws, all that stuff. That's just for the wood alone. But then, whenever the price of lumber went up, you know, it doubled or tripled. And guys, it was going to cost me $120 to $150 just to build the table. I mean, that was just for the material. I mean, nobody's going to go out here and spend over $200 for a picnic table. I ain't. But so that was one reason I sort of got out of it. And then the other reason was mainly I sort of done it local, just selling to local people, Facebook Marketplace, stuff like that. What I'm going to try to do this time is I'm going to focus on basically things that I've done the most, which was my flags, like the thin red line flags, the thin blue line, just regular old American flag, putting the military emblem in them, like the Eagle, Globe, and Anchor, or the Army emblem, Navy emblem, stuff like that. And so I'm gonna focus on basically patriotic stuff like that, and may try to go around some of these craft shows, things like that. But one thing that I want to try to do this time, and something that I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not too good at, I'm not too knowledgeable at, is trying to broaden my perspective, and that's basically broaden my area and get online and start selling them online and shipping. That's where I lack the experience, is how to ship them, how much to charge for shipping. I guess one thing I'm afraid of is if I say, because you know, whenever people buy things, whenever you buy something, you want to know what the price is for whatever you're buying, plus the cost of shipping. You want to know how much it's going to be out the door before you buy it. Well, if I sit here and charge, you know, say $15 for shipping, and then turns out that person's like in California or overseas somewhere, and it ends up costing $25, $30 to ship, well, I just lost money. So I got to figure out how to charge for shipping. If any of you guys watch my videos and you know how to do that stuff, leave it in the comments. Shoot me an email and let me know how do you do it. What are places to look for to do stuff like that. Where do y'all sell things? Of course, I've heard of Etsy, but guys, Etsy's just flooded with stuff like that, and then people they sell them, in my opinion, way too cheap. And to be honest with you, they're probably able to do that because they probably got a CNC router or something like that where they can just knock them out just one right after another. Guys, I do all my stuff by hand, 100% by hand. I build it by hand, I cut it by hand, I route everything out by hand with just a regular old hand router. I don't have a CNC router. Maybe one day if I get big enough, maybe I can get one. I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna turn y'all around, and basically we go outside real quick. I'll just sort of let you walk in with me here. So I'm going to shut the door and then let y'all see. So basically, guys, I still got a lot of cleaning to do and getting set up and everything like that. But let me turn y'all around. So I got my power run, and basically they ran from over there from that transformer, put me a pole up here. Basically took that pole up from over on the other side and put it right here and ran my power here. And I got my little air conditioner in there. It's doing okay now, but of course it's not insulated, but it is, you know, keeping everything sort of at bay. Still got to insulate some stuff, but basically, guys, I just walk in here. And guys, this shed right here, one reason that I got this shed is, like I said, it was my dad's. It brought back memories. I mean, we never did really work together in there doing anything, but I mean, things that I'd done for him. I built him a ramp coming off them doors right there so he could load his lawnmower up. I done a couple other things inside for him, but the most important thing, guys, this was the last place I saw my dad. This is where we found him. Actually, my sister found him. Right there is where we found my dad. And guys, just trying not to get choked up here, guys. It's just something I want to hold on to, and I think he'll be proud of me for using it like this. Because, guys, my dad was always one of my biggest supporters turn y'all around. But guys, my dad was always one of my biggest supporters on my woodworking. He always encouraged me, always told me how good of a job that I done doing woodworking. So I think he'd be proud of me for using this for that. But turn y'all back around. So basically, so yes, I do not have a cover on it yet. I'm still working and I'm being careful. It is hot. So don't get on here, criticize me about that. Yes, I know it's hot. I know it should be covered up, but it's not right now. I do have the cover, but basically what I'm having to do is where my dad had it, he had it ran to his house, so he had a little sub panel, and basically it's over here on this side. Well, my meter base is over there on that side, so now it's already wired and everything, all the outlets and everything. I may add a couple more, but the you can see some of the outlets on the walls, but basically I got to rerun all the wiring from here and move it over here. So what I've done so far, I got 2 outlets hooked up. I got 1 outlet there, and yes, I do got my extension cord right here, one for my stereo and then one for my lights, and then the air conditioner, it's a little small 110 AC, and I got it hooked up to that one right now. But eventually that outlet is going to be just for that air conditioner. This outlet, which I just got through hooking up, and guys, I will try to do another video on showing y'all how to wire a panel like this. Guys, I am no electrician. I do not claim to be, and whenever you see that video, do it at your own risk. I'm just doing it myself, and it's safe. Don't get me wrong, guys, I'm not doing anything that's unsafe or anything that's going to burn down my building. But I mean, it may not look like a professional because I'm not a professional. But this outlet is going to be for my refrigerator. I am going to put I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put it just yet. If it'll fit, I may put it in that corner. I don't know. If not, I may put it over here. I don't know yet, but it's going to go somewhere over here. So that one's going to be for refrigerator by itself on its own breaker. AC is going to be on its own breaker. All the outlets, they will be on their own breaker, and all the lights, they will be on their own breaker. And then I'm also going to add 2 more receptacles that will be on their own breaker. And I'm probably going to put an outlet somewhere in here somewhere, and that's going to be for the air compressor. It will be on its own outlet. And then I'm going to put another outlet that goes to the trailer. The trailer is wired, but it runs off an extension cord. I used to have a generator plugged up toward the front to where close to where the air lines and all that stuff is. So basically I come in here, and if I ever want to turn the lights on in the trailer, I just come over here, flip a breaker, and it cuts the lights on into the trailer. And then eventually I will probably somewhere over here, probably right there next to that door, I will probably put another outlet, probably a 110, and then also a 220, and that will operate my welder. Right now I just have a little 110, little Harbor Freight welder, so I want it on its own breaker. And then eventually, if I ever get up bigger and go with like a 220 or something like that, then it's right. I want it right there beside the door because I'll be doing my welding outside. I don't want to be doing the welding in here and end up catching fire, because guys, there's going to be sawdust and everything else running inside here, so I don't want to take a chance of that. But basically, it's a mess right now. But this is my workbench. It's an 8 foot by 4 foot, and You know, if y'all see right there is my table saw. Eventually I'm gonna try to upgrade, but it does stick out right here a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the table saw out. I'm gonna cut it right there even with the door and shorten it up probably about 1 foot, and then move my table saw back. Right here I got like a little jig set up. It's got a 90-degree angle right here, and guys, this is where I build my flags. So I put my flags right here, butt them up against there, butt them up against the bottom, and that way I make sure everything's square. So that right there will be staying. Right up in here, just right below the receptacles, I will be building a bench going from one side all the way to the other side, and then I will be taking my miter saw and I'll probably be putting it right in here somewhere, and so that way I can cut long boards or whatever, and then, you know, come over here, do that. If I ever, you know, build like a picnic table or something like that, then I got sawhorses, then I can, if it's not too hot outside, I can build some of that stuff outside. And then this little table right here, after I get done building the flag, then I will come over here, and this is where I will route out the stars and all the designs or whatever on the flag, or a routed sign that I'm making or anything like that. So, but guys, that's pretty much it. And then it's got a little loft right there. I'm trying to decide whether I want to keep that loft or take it down. There was one right here where I'm standing. There was one right there. I took it down because obviously right there is where I'm gonna be building stuff, so it'll be too low. But I think I'm probably gonna, yeah, I got y'all turned around toward me. I think I'm probably gonna keep that one. That way, you know, I can store stuff up there, little pieces of lumber. I can, you know, keep right up there and just grab them, pull them down. On the outside, or probably inside the trailer, I will be building shelves to hold my lumber. And before I moved out here, whenever I was over at my old place in my shop, I had a shelf going up the whole entire height of the wall, and I had it set up to where, so that way whenever I go buy like a bulk of lumber, then I could set it on there. And I had it separated like 8 foots, 10 foots, 12 foots, 2x4s, 2x6s, 2x8s, 1x, whatever. So I'll be doing that also. And guys, I don't know how well it's gonna work out. I'm hoping that it does. That way I can stay closer to home, and plus enjoy things what I'm doing. And don't get me wrong, guys, I enjoy RV transport. I enjoy the traveling. I enjoy seeing new things. I enjoy, after I get delivered, going out and touring and doing new things. But be honest with you guys, I'm just sort of getting burnt out. Now I will still, even if I don't get on, or well, let me rephrase that. Like I said, I'm not going to probably get out of RV transport completely. If the woodworking does good, or if it does semi good, then, you know, I'll probably just do my one a month or something like that. And because I really don't want to just up and quit and release and all that stuff, and then turn around and later on want to do it again. Then I got to go through, just like I did last time, go through orientation and all that mess all over again. So hopefully get my truck running before it hits that point where I'm released, which one of my friends told me that he really don't think that if I go over a little bit on that 30 days that they're going to do anything, because I mean they're hurting for drivers right now. And to be honest with you, they need to keep hurting for drivers if they're going to keep pulling crap like these rates. But But I will still be doing, you know, a few RV transport videos, and you know, helping people, you know, get into it if that's what they want to do, giving them my opinion, giving them my advice and all that stuff, doing what you need to get into RV transport, things that I think that you should need, or things that you should get as you go to make it easier, getting started on a budget, you know, all those things like that, questions to ask, all that stuff. But as far as my woodworking, guys, I'm probably I might start doing some videos on that and showing you how I build things, some of my tools I use, things like that. If that's something that y'all would like to see, leave it in the comment. I hope most of y'all will still support me and watch my channel if I do go that route and switch over. Let me know, just leave in the comment, let me know, hey, will y'all still support me? Will y'all still watch my videos? I hope you do. So, but you know, guys, everybody makes changes, and like I said, guys, woodworking, I love it. I really do. For some reason, it gives me peace doing the woodworking. It calms me. Some people ask me that, because guys, sometimes whenever I get nervous or anxious, something like that, my hands start shaking, and people ask me, well, I mean, how are you patient enough to route those signs and those little bitty stars and stuff like that, with the way your nerves are, or like whenever you're shaking and stuff? Well, guys, it gives me peace. I don't know if whenever I'm doing that, it's forcing me to sort of relax and to where I don't mess up. I don't know if that's it, or if it's just the enjoyment of doing woodworking. I don't know, but it does. But anyway, guys, this is almost going on 30 minutes, so I didn't want to get that long. I just wanted to show you what, talk about the rates a little bit and show you what I'm thinking about doing. So, but guys, y'all leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Just let me know if you think it's a good idea for me to do this. I don't know. So I'm probably gonna try it. So, but anyway, again, just hitting on the rates, guys. I'm sorry to be blunt like that, but y'all know how I am. I speak my mind. And if you were pulling rates for $1.25 a mile, you are an idiot. I'm telling you right now. I'm sorry, but you are an idiot. Guys, you can go broke sitting at home. That's just all it is to it. Why take the chance of getting out there and then having a breakdown like I did, or like many other people have done? And guys, mine's just a bad breakdown with that CP4 pump going bad. Guys, what if your motor went down? Guys, I got lucky. I got a good friend that happened to be at home and happened to be willing to come and get me. And I mean, he came all the way from Tennessee, all the way down to Louisiana, and then turned around and brought me all the way back home to North Mississippi. Then he went back home to Tennessee. Guys, you ain't gonna find no better friends than that. And for those of you who don't know, that's C Farmer. I mean, some people has left in the comments saying he's a saint, and I mean, he is. He would go out of his way to help you out if he can. And guys, and don't ask for nothing in return. I mean, that is a true friend. That just shows what kind of person he is with his character. And Sea Farm, if you're watching this, man, I can't thank you enough. But but yeah, I mean, if your motor went down, if you had to get towed all the way back here by a wrecker, guys, some of these wrecker companies charging like $16 a mile. Can you imagine if I'd have been out in California? I don't know, guys. But don't pull them rates for that. You're gonna go broke. You're gonna go bankrupt. You're gonna go out of business. You're gonna lose everything. You're gonna lose your truck. You're gonna lose your house. You're gonna lose everything. Probably in the end, you might end up losing your family. And guys, it ain't worth it. It is not worth it. So don't pull that crap. Let that crap sit on the board. I don't know. But anyway, y'all like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I will get back with y'all on the next one. As always, y'all be safe. Semper Fi.